Me from. It's day 3, and thank God today is 4th of January, and we are starting all the way, and we are not leaving anything undone. And I want to welcome you to this afternoon. I know some of us that have been able to join in the past. I would like to say that thank you very much for being part of this journey. And this is another installment that is going to give us and bring this thing home better. And so please, if you are here and you can hear and you can see me, I want to ask you that you quickly, please do me a favor. Kindly share this link to your friends and loved ones and to everyone that you so much care about. Starting right away, and I'm not leaving anything stopped or undone. All right. So thank you very much. If you are here, going straight to today. Yeah, we've started 3 days ago, and today happened to the next installment. And all I can say is that for every one of us that can hear and see me, you are in the right place. And I promise that this is not going to be another time wasting effort. You are going to get value for everything. And today, I have decided to title today's episode 7 digital products you can launch under 48 hours. Many of us may find that strange, or you can feel how possible is that. How can you launch a product under? And it is easy to feel it is not possible. But I'm here. This is why I'm here today, to show you how that is possible and to teach you what you are going to get out of this. Because most people have always believed in that norm that you to launch any digital product, it's going to take months, like before you start, before you get the equipment, before you start recording, by the time you finish recording, before you edit, by the time you finish editing, then you're going to look for who is going to collect or who is going to market it for you, and you have so many of those excuses on and on and on, and you can be easily, you can take it and believe that that is actually true, that you may not get anybody, that is going to do that for you. But I am here to let you know that that is not truth, and this is the easiest way that this can be done for you. And so I want to encourage you to please like and share, and let me connect with whatever part of this video, of this recording, of this session that really comes readily to you, that you find value in, and that you can recommend for anybody else who is waiting to see this transformation in their life. All right, without wasting much time, let me go straight to what I have for you today. I have always said that it is always a common belief that you cannot do any of these things, launching any digital product or overnight, you cannot do. But there is no spoon feeding or any gainsaying that the social media, the world we live in now, and also AI has done something about what we are talking about today. And that is why you can see that it is very, very easy for you to just say this is not possible, and before you know it, it is being done. And I'm just trying to invite some people that are not yet here. Well, I hope they see I hope they see, and if they're able to see it, then I'll be so happy. But until then, let's just go on and continue. Yeah, so where I am going with what I've just shared with you, with Father, today I'm going to show you that it is possible for you to do what? To do it in an hour, in a day, under 24 hours. It is also possible for you to learn what are those things that make it so easy and so fast. And so most people that are delaying is because they don't know better, or because they've not found a proven method that through which you can do to launch your digital product. And I also want to let you know that talking about digital product goes beyond just you thinking that can I try it or is it possible. It is a testament to the fact that everybody, when you are being taught, when you have a coach or someone that can mentor you, it is something you can do easily by your own. And let's get into the training without wasting much of time. So what is the first product I want to share with you today that you are going to be learning from me, that is going to show you everything that looks so far away? The first thing I'm going to be talking about today, and if I'm just going to do a short recap for those of us that have joined in the previous one. Number one, that I remember talking about. I remember the one we talked about the mindset, that you have to have a good mindset, the right mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset, the mindset that believes in the possibility of what you want, and not the mindset that take you away from what you want, not waiting for permission. We also talk about the mindset that will help you to believe in the possibility of what you want out of your life. And I remember talking about day two also, we talk about your expertise matters, and that there is a gold mine in the world that is waiting and looking forward to your expertise, that you don't want to write yourself off because you think it's little, that what you are calling little, what you are terming very unimportant, there are so many people that are dying and waiting to see somebody to teach them. And because you find it so easy, and because it is not giving you any serious headache to get such thing done, you don't want to commonize it. And I'm going to be moving into the execution now, how you can get the clarity that will make you to step into creating your own product without any ambiguity, without any form of disruption, and without any stagnation. So, and in this world today, I want you to remember this statement, that success loves speed. Success loves speed. If you know and you believe in what I've said, success loves speed. And anybody that is going to that is going to like and be anything, you must embrace the speed that which is coming from. And then without waiting for much endorsement or validation, you must remember that if you are waiting for perfection, you may not get anything done. And that is one thing I want to advise everyone watching me today that is on this live, and those of you who get to watch the replay, that you don't want to wait. I know you may want to be thinking, oh, it is when you have everything. No. Speed matters more than perfection in digital business. I want to repeat that. Speed matters more than perfection in digital business. Because one of the things I've discovered, that most people will lose their momentum when they are thinking and trying to make everything ready in the name of, I want to have all my logo ready, I want to have my business name registered, I want to have my this, I want to have, while you are thinking about all those things, as valid as they are, you may take months and forever. And don't forget the fact that speed beats perfection, speed beats perfection, and momentum beats mastery. Momentum beats mastery. And many of us, we are guilty of overthinking. What about if I do it, if nobody minds? What about if I develop this product, if nobody buys? What about if eventually I started and it's only my friends and family? Every of these things you are saying, there is one common problem with them. It is called overthinking. And the only way you can come out of that grip is by starting. And it's only action that can take you out of that grip. It is only action, and it's only momentum that can get you out of one block. So I want to encourage you today, once you get this truth and you start seeing it that it is true, and you have taken your due diligence and you have found it to be true, don't allow any form of overthinking to rob you of action. Don't allow any form of thinking and waiting for perfection to rob you of your speed and your momentum of earning in this world. So let's get into it. The first one that I'm going to talk about, it's called ebook and short guides. An ebook is not a novel. An ebook is not a novel, and it is a solution in a written form. So anything you know how to do, any expertise or wisdom you have that you can teach between 20 to 40 pages, that's sufficient, and that is what an ebook look like. So the first one is an ebook or a guide. So I want you to look at whatever is that thing, like I gave in the assignment yesterday, that what is one thing you can teach? What is one solution you can provide for your world? And what is that field or niche that you want to solve that problem from? And then what will it take you to come up? Which of the pathway? And these are the 7 pathways I'm enumerating. And you are not going to decide which of them you want to do, whether it is one, an ebook or a short guide. If you have a short guide on how people can come out of belly fat after their post post delivery, after they giving birth, and some of them, they are unable to do what, maybe they didn't trim well, they didn't trim or trim their tummy. If you have that solution, you can create an ebook, you can create a guide like between 20 to 40 pages that can teach women that have just post delivered their babies on how they can come out of that. Number 2 product is planners or workbooks. Planner, in this case, they sell more because they move people from intention into action. Planner will give people what and ways they can start what to implement. That is what made that one different. So you can begin to sell because they give you a way of knowing what to sell. And I think I'm having background noise. Background noise. Is there any? Um, please check it. So what I'm saying in essence is that when you have a planner, what you have been able to do is that you are able to help people to move from just intention to action, because people don't just want information, they want to have something that they can implement that can get them that transformation they want to see in their life. And if you're able to give it to them as fast as you could, then you are going to be able to sell faster. So I want to be thinking about all these steps and look at which one fit in. I by myself, I started with ebook, I started with book. And in my own case, I have my book, the first book that I published, both in an e-version and I have it also in a paperback. So people can take advantage of both. You can decide to start with just what I've just talked about, maybe just a planner or a workbook. And both are fine. You just want to make sure you go with which one sorts or suits your audience or the pattern that you want. So let's go to the third one. And this is checklist and toolkits. Checklist. Like I have a mentor who is a guru in YouTube. And many of us, when we look at the reason why we cannot start YouTube, maybe we're looking at how the lightings, I don't know how to put the light, I don't have the gear, I don't know which of the gear I should buy, or you want to start a podcast, you don't know what. And that guy, because his video is always top notch, all his video is always, everything stand very, very top notch. And he decided to create a checklist of all the tools that he's using, all his gears, the setup, the equipment and everything, and he's selling that. He's giving that away, and people subscribe to that list because they know they need it and it is very important for them. That is what he did. And so that is why checklists are also powerful and they're highly profitable. Why? Because that you can imagine somebody that wants to start a YouTube channel and that has been the headache. You are taking him off that headache and you are creating a relief instantly for that person. You just want to, okay, let me check what is in the checklist, pam, 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 and you can implement and get started. So I want you to see which one suits you the most and which one of them do you want to start using right away to create the life and to create the relief and the solution that your people need. Another one that is also common is creating mini courses. Maybe you record it once, you sit down, like what I'm doing now. I'm creating a program, a short course on anyone that's decided to want to take their journey to digital monetization serious and they need to know what to do next. So this is a short one, but in a short one may not be more than maybe 15 minutes and 20 minutes, max 30 minutes. So maybe you want to do, let's look at a 12-week course, a 12 weeks, maybe 3 or 5 short videos that is teaching that transformation of that thing that anybody can decide not to, to go after and to continue. So that is what I want you to also look at. So you can decide to create a mini course between 3 to 5 videos teaching people that transformation that you want them to know about what you are doing. And once you keep teaching them and they are able to find value in what you do, they will buy. That is the next one. And let's move quickly to number 5. That is selling challenges. Like what I'm doing now, there are people that have 5 days challenge, 3 days challenge, 30 days challenge. This one is a 30-day challenge. And what this challenge is meant to do is to do what? Is to create, to help you. I title it Digital Masterpiece Business Challenge. Digital Masterpiece Business Challenge. It's a business challenge that wants to teach you the digital monetization framework. How anybody who has not done anything digitally can try from day one and master every tricks and everything you need to know on how you can begin to monetize the digital space by having assets, by having values that is being monetized on a platform that it is easy to create and that can be done, and you can do it once and it can be bringing money for you residually without you reinventing the wheels. That is what this challenge is all about. And so I want you to begin to imagine, if you have a wisdom that you can teach for 5 days minimum, 3 days minimum, or a 30-day stretch, and you are giving life, you are coming live constantly to do what? To structure that transformation for people. And this, the reason why this work is because it is possible, it's help to give people the direction through which they take. Can you imagine? Every day I started with mindset. I started with what branding is and what branding is not. And then I'm taking it over to how you also can begin to value what you have inside of you, so that you are not beginning to see other people's gift and feel they are better off than yours. And then the next day now, I'm teaching you some of the 7 easy products you can embark on that can give you the transformation you need. So it's structured and it's daily, and that daily helps the movement. It helps the momentum. So every day you are expecting that I'm going to come live and I'm going to teach you this, and once you get the momentum, you can key yourself in, and you are seeing other action takers like you who are also joining and diving in, and together you can begin the transformation you want to see in your life. And at the end of the day, it is measurable, because part of what that does is that when you look at where you were at the beginning of the start of that challenge and what you are able to do with the knowledge you have gathered, it takes you further than somebody who has not been into it. So that might be what you are thinking about, or you may want to think about another thing entirely. Then look at template or swipe file. That one, it removes any thinking. It's something like something that saves time. Something that saves time, and it has a market value. Something that saves time, that removes thinking. Like somebody that wants to install, you need to install iPhone, how to download iPhone this on your podcast, or how you can use iPhone this to record this. And then you just give people easy templates on how they can get that thing done fast, or how you can record your audiobook and have it listed on Amazon. They just give you the step-by-step template that you need to do. That is another one. So look at something you have that you can also give people all about. So everything they are fast to go about, but I'm going to now surprise you by going to the one that you have not heard about, that it's so much easy, and you can begin to embrace it. And that is what I want to talk about. I don't know if you have heard about PLR. I want you to put in the chat, if you are still with me, the fastest of all these 7 that I'm talking about is what? It is one of the easiest digital products you can launch under 48 hours. I repeat, one of the easiest, and it is called PLR. What is PLR? It is called private label right. You heard me? Private label R. And it is a ready-made digital product that you can edit, brand, and sell. Listen to that word again. Yes, thank you very much. I love you that join. Please kindly put it in the chat if you hear what I'm saying. PLR, it is the fastest. It's one of the fastest that you can get done. And PLR means private label right. And it's a ready-made digital product that you can edit, put your name on it, brand it, put your brand and logo on it, and sell. So indirectly, there are some of those materials and some of those products in form of book, ebook, and what have you. And you can buy the right, and you can customize the content. And when you customize the content, you sell it under your brand. Thank you very much, Belix, Alexander. You are hearing this for the first time. I love that. That's great. So I'm happy that you are getting to know this for the first time. Please like this video and please share this link for some of your friends who needs to be here to hear this. So how does this work? Let me explain for you, because I can see some of you that are asking and telling me on the chat that this is the first time you're hearing. I already told you what PLR means. It is a private label right, and it allows you to legally publish a digital product like an ebook, a guide, or a course, and you can edit it, you can brand it, and sell it as your own. And you are not stealing. It is ethical. It is legal. What you are doing is that you are buying the right to use it. You are buying the right. Think of any topic, any business, any idea you want in life. And you need, and there are things that people are Googling and things that people are searching for. So let's talk. How does it work? How does PLR work? You don't need to have a blank page. You don't need to have months of creation. You don't need, I'm going to launch it in day 1 on this day. And it's a proven structure. Do you know what? It's leverage time. That is the key word we are saying here. You can imagine somebody that does not have the time to sit down, to think, to write, to edit, to package, to draw the cover design of the book, to now do the formatting, to do the layout, to now upload on Amazon, to now do this. Every of this headache is taken care of. And we call it time leverage. Another word you can use for PLR is time leverage. So PLR work because it removes the hardest part of the digital business, the starting. Many of us here, if I ask you, what is the reason why you have not started your digital business? What is the reason why you have not started doing what you supposed to be doing? Many of you have that expertise already. But what is stopping you? It is the starting. It is the implementation. It is in putting those things together in such a way that it will see sense and people can buy it, because you know the word visibility and the fact that your value must become attractive, your asset must come in such a way, packaged in such a way that the people that needs it can directly be attracted by it. So instead of you focusing on months of creating, you are focusing on customizing, positioning, and selling. Don't forget what I told you in the beginning of this, that in 2026, speed matters. Look at how AI is disrupting so many businesses. Look at all the photography. Look at what AI is doing in photography. That now, look at the December period, many families decide not to do any photo shoot. They just put their picture in Gemini and they ask it to generate a very beautiful Christmas, what have you, for them. And this is where I'm talking about. So if you are not getting on this game right in 2026, the speed at which AI is going to take and disrupt another ecosystem, another niche, you don't know. That is why you are going to be thanking me later by jumping on this boat right in time so that you can begin to make money where it matters. Now, another two, I'm going to tell you how you can, some of those products there, and how you can equally benefit faster. Another one I want to talk about is MRR. PLR and MRR. These are the two fastest ones. And what does MRR mean? It means master resell right. Master resell right says you sell the product and the right to resell it. So there's a product already made. You sell it and you have the right to resell it and keep 100% of the profit. You are not splitting any commission with anybody. There is a product and they give you right to resell it. So somebody has finished a product. He gives you right to go and resell it and you keep 100% of the profit. Are you hearing me? That is number two. And there is nothing like you are commissioned to split. No. So let's talk about how does that one. It allows you to sell a product and also give your buyer the right to sell it. And it is different from affiliate marketing. With MRR, you keep 100% of the profit. So let's break it down. Between PLR and MRR, what are the difference and how can we get it clear? In PLR, you sell a product, you customize it legally, and your customer can use it and you sell it to them, and it's 100% yours, 100% yours. So, but in MRR, you sell the product and your customer too can resell it. I want you to think of it in this way. PLR help you to launch faster and MRR help you to scale faster. And both tools are original and the ownership is the goal. This is one thing I want you to not forget. In all this, to ownership, ability to own it and take it to be your own and to begin to use it. And this is what is happening in the world you are living in, that people are becoming more smarter. And anybody you see in this digital space, they just don't want to wait till, I don't have a product to sell. I don't even know what to sell. This is the in thing. You can leverage on either an MRR product or a PLR product. Why? Because it will save you time. It will reduce risk. It has been trusted. It is something that is bound to be seen that people need. And the speed to income, that is the word, the speed to income. And the ability that you can build that ownership mindset, that you can own it. That is another reason why you want to consider taking the PLR or MRR. And this is not about shortcut, it's about leverage. Leverage. I don't know how best to explain leverage for you. That if you look at the word time management, and you and I know we have 24 hours in a day. As a mom, I know I'm going to take care of my children. I'm going to set them up for school when they're going. I'm also going to make sure when they're back, I'm ready to walk over their assignment and what have you. Also, I have to work on my business. I also have a husband to take care of. If you look at all this, then look at the home front. I'm going to cook, make sure there is food enough for the house, make sure cleaning and everything. So if I look at the word leverage, anything that I can do in exchange to retrieve part of the 24 hours that I have, 6 hours will go for sleep and rest or what have you. And then look at the hours I've just enumerated, the one that will taking care of children, another thing. If I can have somebody that can help me cook, somebody that can take care of taking the children to school and bringing them back. Look at all the time that I'm gaining from those periods. And I can now use that time to spend it on money-making activity that can help me. That is what leverage. And so in both cases of PLR and MRR, we are talking about you not glorifying struggle, hustling, and I've added another job, 2 jobs, 6 jobs, adding all the jobs, and you are worked out and fatigued, and you are burnt out, and you are using your health to make the money, and only for you to use the money you are made to help to regain your health. This is crazy. And it's insanity. I don't want you to look at that. I want you to see a system that is helping you to make better use of your time and to have a glorified system that is helping you to have other outside income that can take care of your needs. You can imagine if $200 is adding, maybe a week you are making 2 sales. Let's say $100, $97, and you are selling at least in a week. Maybe you have 5. $97 in a week. Or even if it's just 1 sale, you are making 1 week. That is $100. In 4 weeks, that is $400. If that should continue on a scalable moment in a system that you can even spend ad and boost it in a year, do you know how much that will be? Can you imagine that if we are going to use that template, to use that residual income now to become a savings that you can use to do other investment? This is what I am talking about. And that the fact that you don't need to start, from the scratch. You are not starting from the scratch. That system is what you and I need in 2026 beyond any other thing. And that is why I am here to teach you and to show you some of the products that I'm using that is changing my face, that is changing how I am showing up, that is helping me become a better mom, that is helping me to afford to go on a cruise with my family, all expense paid for. This last year, for the first time, because I choose to follow a system that works, that has been proven. That is why I'm sharing this with you. I didn't bring you this challenge to hype you, to sweet talk you, to sugarcoat you. I am bringing this challenge to you to teach you on how you can own your own life, how you can own your life and sit at the steering, the front, the steering of your life and wheel it and turn it the way you want. And if you want access to what I am talking about, if you want access to this PLR and MMR system with no confusion, no scam, I have a resource that I'm going to share with you in the description, and that is going to give you the clarity on how you can have access to this thing. And I'm going to share with you what that looks like. It is a legal business model that when you do it properly, when you structure it, it can change and revolutionize your life. So I want you to look at the point we have shared today. I'm going to drop the link and then to tell you what I'm expecting, what I look forward to see you, and how you also can begin on that clear path. This is what I have for you. And I believe that with what I'm sharing now, you are going to take advantage of what I am sharing with you, and I'm going to share the link with you, and I'm going to ask you to please go and check it. I'm not going to force you. And tomorrow, I'm going to open it for you to see where and how you can start your own and how you can begin. So give me a moment. Let me go straight to where you can see everything I'm talking about now. Okay? I'm going there now. I'm going to drop it for you, and not too long for now. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I think you're going to see in chat now. I want you to take your time to see what I'm talking about and how you can begin to change your own whatever you hear. So here comes the link. This is my link. I want you to go through that link and see and see what it's doable there. Okay, this is it. I want you to go ahead and check that link. Go ahead and check that link. Then I'm going to tell you what I expect you to make out of that. Because if I don't share that with you, it's going to be like I have shortchanged you, and I don't want that to be the experience. I want to make sure that everything that I'm sharing with you is something that you can also go and try. And by the trying, I mean I want to look for how I'm going to share my screen and show you what is inside of that link and how it has changed and revolutionized what I am teaching you today. Let me just quickly go to that link.